Hi everyone, how are you all? So today we are going to learn about India climate and vegetation wildlife. Okay, so now we are going to learn about the climate of India, the vegetation of India, and the wildlife of India. So first I would like to say you that climate will affect these two factors also, the vegetation and the wildlife. So climate is affected, vegetation and wildlife are affected by climate. Okay, now what is this climate? In daily life we hear about changes in weather and climate to changes in temperature, rainfall, sunshine, etc. So you have heard this word, I think you have heard weather, no? Weather forecast. Okay, you have heard this, and you heard this also, climate. Okay, so what is this climate? And do you know what is the difference between this climate and seasons? I hope you know what's the difference between climate and weather. And then what is the difference between climate and season? We know the climate of India is tropical monsoon. India has a tropical monsoon climate. What is that? We'll answer all this. Wait. So in our daily life we hear about changes in weather and climate to changes in temperature, rainfall, sunshine, etc. So when will weather change? If there is a change in the temperature, if there is a change in the rainfall, if there is a change in the sunshine. Okay, that means if the sun is not bright, if the sun is not brightly shining, then we say that it's cloudy. आज इतना गर्मी नहीं है. We often use this phrase. आज इतना गर्मी नहीं, especially during the summer seasons we use it. Okay, आज इतना गर्मी नहीं, आज तो थोड़ा सा ठंडी भी है. We use that. Okay. When rain is less or rain is more, then we use बारिश चले आए हैं, बारिश का मौसम चले आए हैं. When there is rainfall during June, like that time we use these phrases. Okay. और in temperature, suppose the temperature is low, we say आज तो ठंडा है, या फिर we say that आज तो बहुत ठंडा है, या फिर we say that आज उतना भी गर्म नहीं है. We can say, और जिस दिन टेम्परेचर थोड़ा सा हाई रहते हैं ना, उस दिन हम कहते हैं कि आज बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी है. We say that आज ठंडी नहीं है. Okay, during winter season we use all these phrases. ठीक है, okay ना? So these are the things we use you must have heard this phrase in your day-to-day life. So whenever these three things will change, you will hear about the changes in weather in your surroundings. Okay, now there are 4 main seasons in India. As we are dealing with India, we must know the 4 seasons, okay, that we have in India. Number 1, the winter season from December to February. So when you feel cold, okay, when you wear your sweaters, when you go to visit the beaches, at that time you have the winter season. Okay, hot weather season or the summer season from March to May. Scorching heat, you hear that desert, the third desert in India, it is dried up. Okay, no water to be found. You hear this also, the leeward side of the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats have also dried up. Leeward means the side which does not receive rainfall. Okay, it is dried up. The plateaus have dried up. You must have heard all these things. Okay, so that's in which season? Summer season. You love to eat ice creams during that season, and whenever you go out, you cover your faces. We didn't used to do that during our childhood. Okay, but you all cover your faces. Yes, it also has a scientific reason behind it, due to global warming. Okay, you cover your faces, that's why you're good. Okay, so don't stop covering your faces. You do cover, because UV rays are coming from the sun and it may damage your skin. Okay, and it's very cancerous. So I recommend to cover it. Even I cover it these days. Okay, so southwest monsoon season or the rainy season. Oh, so in the rainy season with khichdi and samosas, okay, and pakoras. Okay, very nice weather. So evening with samosas and pakoras you eat. Okay, during this rainy season from June to September and retreating season or the autumn season. Navaratri, Diwali, okay, October and November, my birthday also. Okay, Navaratri, Diwali, and in between my birthday. Okay, so you get all these festivals during that time. Okay, and that's known as the autumn season. Very nice weather. I love this autumn season, and the second season which I love is the spring season. Very nice. Okay, so the climate of a place is affected by its location, altitude, distance from the sea, and relief. You have to learn this point. Okay, to learn the factors. What are the factors? Okay, let me tell you once again. Now, what are the factors? Factors are location, altitude, distance from the sea, and relief. I'll explain one by one. Okay, location. Location is where it is located. Where is the place located in our world map? Okay, altitude. How much high it is from the sea level? Okay, distance from the sea. How much far is the sea from it? And relief. Okay, natural vegetation. Okay, so location. Location, nothing to explain. Rather than writing location, okay, so rather than writing location, please write one thing that I am writing. Write latitude. I hope you know what is the latitude, or you don't know. That also I don't know. Okay, so if you know what is latitude, it means the distance from the equator. I hope you know what's the equator. I have taught you. If you have not seen your class 5 videos, then go and watch it. Okay, because I've taught you what is the equator. Latitude, you must be knowing that the distance from the equator. Okay, how much distance? You will write latitude, or you can also write distance from the equator. Okay, right? Okay, now next, altitude. Now latitude. How does latitude affect? The more the latitude, please remember, the more the latitude, the more cooler is the place. Okay, more the latitude, more cooler is the place. Altitude. More the altitude, more cooler is the place. Distance from the sea. Now this has a separate thing. One is extreme and one is moderate. Okay, more the distance, more is the extreme climate. Extreme means Delhi's climate. Most of you must be belonging from there only, right? Summer season, it's too hot. Winter season, too cold, right? And Mumbai, it's moderate. All throughout the year, there is 22 to 23 degrees Celsius. During summer also, rainy season also, winter season also. 22 to 23 degrees Celsius. So you understand, right? And relief, that means the natural vegetation which is present. They will learn about it, okay? Okay. Next, natural vegetation. It includes all sorts of trees, shrubs and grasses. Natural vegetation is dependent upon climatic conditions and the amount of rainfall a place receives. So, what is natural vegetation? It is the type of, not the trees, it's a type of trees. Shrubs or grasses means the type of plants that are grown there, not grown, they are naturally growing there. That's why it's known as natural vegetation. So nature has created them, not we. Who has created them? Nature. Natural vegetation is dependent upon climatic conditions and amount of rainfall a place receives. So again you go to climate, right? Okay, next. It is of various types. Okay, we'll learn the types over here. Tropical rainforest, tropical deciduous forest, thorn forest, mountain vegetation and mangrove forest. Now, tropical rainforest occurs in areas with heavy rainfall. They are known as evergreen forests. Now, where are they present? They are present in the deltas of the Sundarban. They are also present in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And okay, so where are they present? In the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, in the Sundarbans. Okay, they are present over there. Okay, please write down, note it down somewhere. Okay, you'll forget. Okay. Next, tropical deciduous forests occur in areas with monsoon and are found in the areas receiving 100 cm to 200 cm of annual rainfall. They are also called monsoon forests. Where are they found? They are found in the Indo-Gangetic plain. Why only the Indo-Gangetic plain? They are found in the northern plains. Okay. Thorny bushes vegetation are found in dry areas, Rajasthan and the leeward side of Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Leeward, I told you the meaning just now. Mountain vegetation, they are found in the areas with height, such as mountainous areas, like they are found in Himalayas. Okay, in the Terai region. I hope you know what is the Terai region. Okay, just below the Shivalik range you will find the Terai region, and that's the Terai region. You will find mountain vegetation over there. Mangrove forests survive in saline water. The Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, the Andaman Nicobar Islands, the Lakshadweep Islands all have this. Okay, these are only the places which I talked about in India. Okay, not in the other countries, because we are studying about only India. Syllabus is only India. Okay, now why are these forests necessary? They release oxygen which we breathe and absorb carbon dioxide. Forest means a lot of trees. So obviously trees, they release oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide due to photosynthesis. Next, they prevent soil erosion. The roots of the trees bind with the soil and thus they prevent soil erosion. They provide timber. Timber means wood for furniture, fuel wood, medicinal plants, honey, gum, etc. They provide all these things. Furniture, or also furniture from wood we get. Okay, fuel wood, that means the wood which we use to cook. Okay, that one. Medicinal plants from Himalaya. The basis of Ayurveda is from Himalaya. All the plants are collected from there. Honey, gum. Honey you will get from forests only. Okay, the bees stay in the forest only. Okay, and gum also you will get, resin. They are a natural habitat of wildlife. Now, wildlife, wild animals, where do they live? Forests. Okay, so, and reckless cutting of trees should be prevented, should be stopped to prevent natural vegetation. Now, this point I couldn't understand. What is this to prevent natural vegetation? No, not to prevent. Wait, I'll dictate this point, you will write down. Okay, reckless cutting of trees should be stopped to prevent the natural vegetation from declining. Okay, you will write this. Okay, reckless cutting of trees should be stopped to prevent natural vegetation from declining. Okay, and this is not why forest are necessary. This point is totally wrong. Oh my god, what have they given? Look over here. Look over here. Okay, then I will see what this point will come under. Suggest one way by which natural vegetation can stop from declining, or we can stop declination of natural vegetation. Please write down the question. Okay, I'm dictating. It's not, the point is not for why forests are necessary. Now, wildlife. Forests are home to variety of wildlife. Thousands of species of animals and a large variety of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, insects, worms dwell in the forest. So animals, all of them are animals only. Okay, so they dwell in the forest. Tiger is found in various parts of our country and is a national animal. So which is our national animal? Tiger. Gir forest in Gujarat are for lions, elephants and camels. You will find the Asiatic lion only and only in the Gir forest. Okay, and other lions are there in Africa, nowhere else. Okay. Next, India is rich in bird life too. Peacock is a national bird. Other birds are parrots, pigeons, bulbul, etc. You go to wildlife center, you will see a lot of birds over there also. Projects like Project Tiger, where is it? Kumaon. Okay, Kumaon in Uttarakhand. Okay, and Project Elephant has been launched to protect wildlife. I don't know about Project Elephant, but Project Tiger I know, it's in Kumaon. Okay, I'll search and say you, just a minute. So this one is taking place where? It's taking place in the Gir forest. So Project Elephant is in the Gir forest and Project Tiger is in the Kumaon forest, or you will say Jim Corbett National Park. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.